And we've got brooms up.
Vipers will start with the Quaffle. Invaders start with bludger control.
Invaders are a little short on numbers, but they've been really putting the work in this tournament.
Max Howard with the Quaffle. Moving right. Beat on Tommy Brown.
He quickly retrieves that bludger, though.
Oh, guess he wasn't beat.
And goes around. Oh.
And Max Howard does beat. And ball is out of bounds. It'll be a Vegas ball. Vegas still with both bludgers and now pressing fast.
Going for a fast break, clearing out the beaters.
Goes through a couple chaser players and dunks
goal.
it. Score is now 10-0. That goal was by, let's see, who is that?
Number 57. That was Aaron Hill grabbing
Hill.
ball and rushing down the field to score the first goal of the game. Vipers sending one person deep behind the hoops once again. Max Howard with the Quaffle. Trying to move his chasers around. A missed beat on Tommy, who goes straight for the Quaffle, beats out Howard, and
Some
ball
aggressive beating here by Vegas, and it's playing off so far. Tommy Brown and Jared Bailey have been able to maintain bludger control so far.
Long pass to Rich. He runs in and drives through and scores.
Make that 20-0 Vegas.
I will say, I think one of the downfalls of Vipers in the games that I have reserved is that they seem to stay really static with their offense. They really they try to swing around, but oftentimes they get caught in sort of those corners, and they are not able to move that ball around enough to break down the defense of the opposing team.
Absolutely. They've not really put a whole lot of pressure on the opponent's beaters and forced them to really adjust where they're looking with the Quaffle. So Tommy and Jared have been really able to stay in control of the whole defense.
Max Howard is in the dead zone, right in line with the hoops.
We've got some beater action over on the right side of the field. And Jared Bailey picks one up, and Vegas will keep control.
Thierry Montalbano tried to get a look there behind the hoops, but he was cleared out by the Invaders. I think this is really the first time that Vipers had enough moment to set up their defense because of all the fast breaks. Ooh, going for a long shot that goes way off the field.
Aaron Hill with a missed shot on the right hoop. A little bit of a stoppage of play just to retrieve that Quaffle. And HR telling players need to stay where they are during the stoppage.
Play resumes.
Max Howard with the Quaffle coming in from deep. Looks like they're making a couple subs on their chaser line.
Oh, what a play, Jared!
And the Vipers beater is beat out, number 58.
Max Howard swinging down the left side of the hoops once again, passing deep to his chaser, who gets wrapped up by Hill right on the edge.
He can
Tries
just
to push her out, but Tommy Brown just clears out the chasers. And the beater that tried to...
Rich Hill quick on the offense, drives through one chaser, and dishes it off. Martha Connolly with a score.
Great last-minute dish from Rich.
So far, the Invaders' defense has been really, really strong. We'll see if they can keep it up. They have low numbers, so it'll be interesting to see if Vipers can take a little bit of advantage once they get a little winded.
And the Invaders are really not afraid to really drive into the players and chase down that quaffle when it comes into their half. They're very aggressive with their defense, and that seems to be really working against the Vipers right now.
Vipers tend to shy away from a little bit of contact, and Vegas is certainly taking advantage of that. They have a couple of big boys, and they're not afraid to hit.
Trying to open up those lanes.
Pass over the right.
Ugh, pass went a little too wide. That could have been a great goal opportunity if that pass had connected.
Vipers are still looking for their first goal of the match.
They are with bludger control at the moment, getting ready to set up that defense. And going for that trade, winning the trade for the Vipers. Oh, and a quick slap into the hoop.
And that is a goal by...
And Max Howard quickly finding the opportunity to run back and score. First goal for the Vipers.
Let's see, I think that first goal, or that previous goal by Vegas, that was Berto Morales. They scored that. I have that correct.
We are at 6 minutes. Score is 40-10. Vegas Invaders are up. Oh, going for a wrap right in the middle there and winning. Nope, it looks like the Vipers beater was beat out. Invaders are trying to clean up that defense up front.
Invaders pretty easily clearing out defenders, but pass goes awry, and so the Vipers will get the ball. Invaders still with bludger control. Haven't seen them without it for most of this game.
Got a couple of subs happening on the Viper side, and Michael Goldman is now the keeper. Goldman, I would say, is one of the biggest threats on the Vipers. He has the strength to kind of drive through people. Goes for that long pass. Oof.
Barely keeps it in bounds, but let's see. Martha Connolly there.
Inbounding the ball for Vegas. Rich Hatch bringing the quaffle up for the Invaders, who have some fresh new jerseys this tournament.
Just in for the Invaders is Marissa Honduras. They are moving across the hoops on the right side now.
Ooh.
Now Goldman with the quaffle, driving, gets past her defender.
Clearing up. Oh.
Some great defense from Vegas. We'll see if there's a penalty on Vipers. It seems like that's what the refs are signaling.
We have Dan Kalyu as the head ref for this game, with the Anteaters Forever manning the rest of the reffing.
Seems like there is perhaps a card, maybe just a back to hoops. We'll have to see.
And it looks like it might be a sub just in case, to give Martha Connolly a second, since she got caught up in a cuddle puddle there by the hoops. Getting ready to resume. Rich Hatch has the quaffle for the Invaders. Score is still 40-10. Vegas Invaders are up.
Vipers now have bludger control, so let's see how the Invaders fare against this defense now. Rich Hatch moving the quaffle up, taking it slow. Aaron Hill, pass over to Rich,
And
driving, spins, and through the hoop.
In. Got some quick style points there. Oh.
Got Michael Goldman to commit to the left side, to our right side of the hoop, and just did that little spin right back inside and put it through the middle hoop. Great play from Rich.
Invaders beaters are making moves.
A pass over to the right side.
Oh, so close.
Hill back with the quaffle.
Max Howard really getting in the Vegas Invaders' face, trying to strip that ball. And it looks like we have another ref call stopping the game. It is another sunny day here in Arizona. The wind that had picked up quite a bit yesterday seems to be a little calmer today, so less balls veering off course, which is always helpful. Makes our job a little easier as players. Thrilled to not have any rain or mud going for us in this year's regionals. Play resumes. Max Howard manages to strip that quaffle. Michael Goldman. Apologies for that. Strips the quaffle, but the Vegas Invaders maintain that lead and moving up. Going for those passes.
Aaron Hill with the ball. Shoots it, and it's blocked by Goldman, but he has it back. Driving and shoots. Right hoop and scores.
60-10.
Vegas has really been very coordinated on their offense so far and playing some very tight defense. Their beaters have really taken a whole lot of control over this game. They've been going up on offense and playing some exceptional defense, beating out both the point and other beaters and really taking control.
And despite their low numbers, this is a lot of people with a long experience in Quidditch, from Martha Connolly to Rich Hatch, their beaters. Everyone has been around the block, so they've really found a chemistry and found those connections with the ball.
Goldman with a quaffle moving right.
Rich Hatch gets beat out, trying to open a lane.
Aaron Hill.
Oh, and Michael Goldman gets beat. Looks like that was a beat before.
Yeah, looks like that quaffle is going to be turned over, and yeah, looks like it was a pass after a beat. Yep, and so Vegas gets the ball again.
Martha Connolly passing the ball to Rich Hatch.
Hatch
Carry
bringing
down
the ball
field.
up, taking it slow.
Vipers number 8. Garbo Chengye is really rushing to get back on defense.
Hill with the ball now. Middle of the field. Inching closer. Both bludgers coming up with him.
Jared Bailey swinging
Pass
around
beat.
the back. Oh.
And Hatch gets beat.
Bailey didn't quite have a chance to make a play back there to prevent that beat from happening.
Definitely a close play and a good look. Just didn't work out that time.
Vipers.
Sarah Wolf bringing the quaffle up. Number 97. She moves around to the right side.
And we also have Daniel Martinez in as the keeper now in place of Michael Goldman.
Gets beat. Aaron Hill back with the ball.
And Invaders have bludger control once again.
Passes left to Rich Hatch.
Martha Connolly going in deep, looking for that long pass.
driving to the middle, pass right, and Aaron Hill with a dunk.
Beautiful pass and dunk. Wolf was staying really tight on Martha Connolly in the back there, which can be very frustrating when you're used to not being marked.
Absolutely. Gil Ortiz is now in as keeper.
And Tommy Brown having his usual fun on the field. I will say, as skilled as he is and as frustrating it is to play against him, it's also super fun because Tommy's the kind of player that just enjoys beating and, has a good time doing it.
He can certainly annoy another team and really badger them. Force you into making a mistake.
Ooh, oh.
A great beat there.
Great catch, but unfortunately the beater was right there.
Vipers have both beaters right there, and so they're able to recover the quaffle. Daniel Martinez with the quaffle coming up in the middle. Have all the chasers back in the play now. 13:30 on the game clock. A missed beat right through the middle, driving, and a shot. I think it missed right.
Ooh.
Dish out to the middle.
Oh.
Another shot just misses.
Oh. That Vipers chaser had a chance to take a couple more steps, and that could have been a good goal. Oh.
And another beat. A lot of action right down, right around the keeper zone. Rich Hatch with his hands on the quaffle.
Turtling the ball, trying to strip it. And it looks like it's out.
Ball gets
Vipers
out.
Vipers have it, but the beater is right there, ready to clean up.
Oh, seems like it'll be a turnover to be a Vegas ball. Player was playing off broom. So now, Vegas without a single bludger, forced to handle some pressure.
Oh, we got a beater up top trying to clean
They've
up,
used their reset and now
Gil
back on the
Ortiz is
attack.
Closing in. Vipers trying to get physical, push him out. Martinez taking Gil down. Ball is out and on the opposite side of the field, picked up by Martha Connolly, but picked up by the Vipers chaser, who's gonna try and drive it.
And goes.
That's a great goal.
Big effort, long play.
Number 27 on the Vipers has really been killing it today. Great hands, great catches, and now that drive and score. We are at 70-20. Vegas Invaders are still up. Going for pressure, high up top.
Some beater action behind the hoops. Tommy Brown got beat out. Taking it very slowly, walking it back to his own hoops. Jared Bailey retrieves the bludger.
And looks like it's going to be another goal from Max Howard for the Vipers. Looks like the beaters are starting to find their stride and kind of clean up those lanes.
And at the same time, Vegas really could use a little bit of a breather right here. Their beaters seem to be a little bit winded, so we'll see what they decide to do.
Passing off to Martha Connolly as the beater is closing in. A lot of beats back and forth. Vipers end up with a quaffle.
Number 71 driving, dishes to the right side, but it gets deflected by Connolly, and she picks it up, turtles it, and is just waiting for beaters to clear him out, and hands the ball back to Rich Hatch.
I have to say, I'm always impressed by Tommy Brown's stamina.
He certainly can go for days out there. So Vegas takes their timeout right now. I think it's right at a perfect time. They're starting to lose a little bit of steam. They were up, I believe, 7-1 before giving up a couple scores. And so now get a little bit of a breather before the end of the 20-minute regulation period. So their beaters and some of their chasers can get a little bit of a break and then be ready to go for when that snitch is out.
15 seconds left on the timeout. I'm sure it just feels way too short for the Invaders still, but at least they've had a moment to recollect and break that streak that the Vipers have been in for the past few minutes.
17 minutes on the game clock, so only 3 more minutes until we get to that 20-minute period. Rich Hatch bring the quaffle up very slowly. Vegas will definitely want to get back control.
Taking their time. Tommy Brown waiting to steal that bludger.
A missed beat on Rich
Hatch. Passing off. Ooh, the pass goes too long. And
Max Howard recovers the quaffle.
Vipers.
Going fast on the right side. Jared Bailey with a ball. A shot and a score.
Fast enough. 70-40. Vipers are catching up, and it looks like we're pausing for the ball to be retrieved.
Goal is good. 7-4. Vegas still leads.
And for anyone watching who might not be familiar with the newer gameplay rules, at 20 minutes we end the first part of the game for a short intermission, and after that the snitch comes on pitch and the seekers get their countdown to enter. Whoever catches the snitch does not end the game, but that catching team does get 35 points added to their score.
Gill bring the quaffle up, dodges a beat, shoots it through the middle hoop, and scores. Great play by Ortiz. A great catch and a beat before the score.
It looks like the score is going to get called good.
Guess so.
80-50. Invaders are still up, but the Vipers seem to be catching. And Rich Hatch takes that goal right back with a fast break.
Human wrecking ball there. Not a single Vipers player really wanted to get in his way. And I don't blame them. I certainly do not blame them.
As someone who has been in that position, I will admit I have stepped aside to let Rich Hatch pass me.
If he has that much of a head of steam behind him, it's hard to slow him down. He gets beat out. Max Howard bringing the quaffle up, taking it slowly. Invaders with bludger control. A blocked bludger.
Not planted. Feet have to be planted.
Some beater action.
Ooh.
Rich picks up the quaffle, runs with it, beater right there, and scores it through the middle hoop.
Oh, if that beater, the Vipers beater, had caught that bludger that was thrown to him by his teammate, that could have been a beat before the goal, but unfortunately was a fumble.
Couldn't quite handle it in time, and Rich was able to capitalize, just pop it through the middle hoop. So now we have the last possession here by Vipers. They'll definitely want to score here and get it a little bit closer.
Michael Goldman is back in as the keeper for the Vipers.
Goldman moving left. Montalbano, number 1, in the middle of the field is an option.
Goldman moving around, trying to find that opening.
And a score. Number 1, Montalbano.
Oh, and we have a call from the refs.
Let's see. No matter what, this is the last possession of this first period. So we'll see if the goal stands. If so, it'll be 100-60.
And that was Thierry Montalbano by the hoop, catching that pass, going for that goal.
To a little dodge of the defender and then just put it through. Very nicely done.
That is one of the plays that Vipers have been trying to go for a while now.
That's why I'm repping our original look.
All right, that call is an ignoring a beat call on the Vipers beater, and it affected play, so the goal is no good. That is the last play of the 20-minute period. So now we go into the snitch period with the set score at 170, and Vipers will definitely want to catch and get a little bit closer. That'll certainly help them catch up to Vegas. So they're going to be focused on that, but it'll be a little bit more difficult with a beater in the box to start that next period.
This is 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Players are returning to their brooms. Looks like Rich Hatch will start with the quaffle.
I'm gonna give you a little bit, and then take it a while. I'm gonna go.
And seems like there is a beater on him. Actually, Aaron Hill with the quaffle in his own keeper zone. And we have a seeker here from Cal. Get word on Spiro Tanu. And seekers are coming in hot. Both going for it.
Jared Bailey seeking for the Invaders.
Martha Connolly beats out their seeker.
Martha Connolly has switched to beater to take over that spot that Jared Bailey has left open as a seeker. Really going for that. Oh, gets beat out by Vipers. But Tommy Brown is right there to clear out the seeker.
On quaffle play, Michael Goldman goes into a couple defenders, spins out, then scores on the right hoop. Nicely done.
Score is 110-60. Vegas Invaders are leading. Oh, Snitch has the broom. Jared Bailey manages to stay on.
Aaron Hill driving through a couple defenders. Two-hand slam on the right hoop. Jared Bailey on the snitch.
Tommy's right there by the snitch, getting ready to tap out that seeker.
That Viper seeker definitely feeling it right about now. Pretty much doing some wind sprints right to the snitch and back. Tommy not letting them get a single look.
Tommy seems to be exclusively focused. Oh, but a long beat from Vipers gets him out of the game for a second.
With the beat on.
Giving Vipers a very close opportunity at the snitch while the snitch wasn't looking. What a close call.
Martha Connolly on that play was able to beat out the Viper seeker and prevent them from having a more extended look.
Jared Bailey coming so close. Diving under the snitch's arms.
Rich Hatch just gets beat. He turns it over.
Jared Bailey pulls for the Vegas Invaders.
Jared Bailey. Jared Bailey.
Can we make moves? Yeah. Please. I texted the
Corny,
chat.
The crowd.
tell me what you thought of that catch. I didn't have a good look of it, so what did you see?
I had some refs in my view, but it looked like it was pretty clean.
Yeah, I didn't see a whole lot going on, but it seemed like he just got turned around a little bit, and Bailey just kind of went in and got it.
Score is 120-70. And if the Invaders...
The catch is called good, so now 155-70. only 2 more goals before set score for the Invaders. So if they can push it a little bit, they will have this win.
Looks like that brief time that they took with the timeout and the intermission really gave the Invaders a chance to catch their breath and get back into the game. Martha Connolly still staying at beater, sending the one bludger back, losing that trade. Max Howard coming in, going for the pass, and that's
Montalbano
another
scores.
score. Thierry Montalbano once again at the right spot at the right time, getting that quick dunk. After
Vipers have had some success with Howard dishing it off to Montalbano, and it certainly worked for them a couple times, but they really have to buckle down their defense if they want to go on a run.
They do tend to have a harder time when the opposing team really sits close to the hoops with their beaters. The Invaders are moving their beaters much higher and a lot more often, which allows for those open opportunities.
A shot and a score by Howard on the right hoop.
Jared Bailey doesn't pull the trigger quite as fast with that beat. Scores 155-90, and we have a stoppage of play. No call. It was just a stoppage to recover the ball that ran way off the field.
Vipers with control. Invaders. Hill bringing up the ball. Nearing mid-pitch. And crosses.
Jared Bailey making a move against the beater.
Hill with
Looks like
going through some contact.
a lob shot that doesn't make it through the hoop for Invaders. Max Howard once again with the quick drive.
Going through some defenders.
And
dishes it off. Montalbano with the ball, going to his
going
right.
back to Howard. And, the
Ball
Invaders.
gets out. Montalbano back with the ball, going
He's
right.
going to try to score. Shakes off. There was so much happening in that play. That ball changed so many hands.
Seems like there's an advantage being called, so perhaps something on Invaders. We'll have to see what the official call is. Call is going to be on Berto Morales. Looks like they will be going to the box with a yellow card. Not sure exactly what the call is. Contact to the neck.
Invaders are going to have a hard time with one man down, and Max Howard still very much a very quick threat. I was surprised by how hesitant the Invaders were to make those hits in that drive against Howard. Rich Hatch just didn't seem to want to make that full hit.
And a
that's
score there by 97, Sarah Wolf. Just puts that right through the hoop.
155-100. Vipers are slowly climbing up.
They're-
Invaders still need 2 goals to finish the game.
Vipers are definitely not out of this. They can go on a run. Just need to kind of keep handling the Invaders' offense, just with a strong defense. They have bludger control still, so that has certainly helped them when they've had it. But Tommy Brown and Jared Bailey in as beaters.
Rich Hatch with a quaffle. Coming down. Beater behind him. Ooh.
pass towards the middle, but it deflects and goes off pitch, and so the Vipers will have the quaffle. But on that play, looks like the Invaders have regained bludger control. So we will see how that shakes out. Vipers struggled really early in this game facing that 2 bludger defense, so they might be able to adjust that now. See what they do.
Oh,
And a block
that's
at
a
the
block.
hoops, but it
Oh, but
finds its way,
Montalbano grabs the ball,
tosses
passes
it out.
it off, and it looks like there's a call.
Looks like it's going to be on Vipers per the Anteaters ref.
Potentially playing after the beat.
And so that'll be a turnover. So Ortiz with the ball. Taking it very slowly.
Montalbano wrapping up Ortiz up top.
Breaks out of the tackle. Takes some more contact, but the ball gets out.
Ooh.
Ball finds its way into Berto's hand.
Oh,
And just a missed shot.
could have certainly taken a couple more steps.
Morales had a good opportunity there, but just a missed shot there.
Montalbano subbing out. I have to say that it feels like since Sin City, he has definitely gotten more aggressive. I believe he's one of the newer players on the Vipers, and it looks like he's sort of expanded his field view because he always seems to be at the right spot.
Absolutely.
And is always hustling to get that ball through the hoop when it gets down.
I played with him last summer, and he was very new at that time, but has definitely come a long way since then. Quaffle behind the hoops.
Looking for that shot. Oh, the ball is out. Rich Hatch strips the quaffle.
Rich Hatch, head of steam, running downhill,
No
makes contact,
bludgers, gets wrapped up, but
spins,
breaks out of it and
goes around another, and dunks on the middle hoop.
with a dramatic score.
What are you guys playing?
We are playing Seattle. We get a rematch.
So now it is game point for Invaders. Vipers have to certainly go on a run here. Need to firm up their defense, but also need some scores to get back into this. Quaffle back to the keeper, number 50, Martinez. Towards the middle, number 27.
Vipers once again getting stuck in that same spot, but looks like
missed
they're trying
beat.
to move the ball around a little more this time.
Hot beat by Vegas.
Ooh,
And a blocked
easily
shot.
blocked. Oh, still fighting for that.
And Morales
And-
with the quaffle gets it to Hill.
Passing to Hill, who will
Puts
score
it through the
final
middle
goal.
hoop. And so that does it.
And that concludes our game. 175 for the Vegas Invaders versus 100 for the Silicon Valley Vipers. Oh, it looks like the refs are
Refs are discussing, probably just a
Discussing.
formality. We'll see if there's anything going on.
Hell yeah.
And that's it. That's the end of the game.
Thank you,
Invaders
everyone, for
win.
tuning in, and we'll be back with our next game shortly.